There's a reason you found this video. A quiet pull, a nudge from the universe. Not loud, but undeniable. And if you're a Leo, or if Leo even touches your birth chart, the message I'm about to share is yours. They'll say it's just coincidence. But you stayed. That's your first sign. The lion doesn't just roar, it rules, it blesses. It creates. The cosmos encoded Leo with solar energy. Golden, radiant, magnetic. But over time, life dims that glow. Doubt creeps in. The world pulls you away from your crown. That's why this mantra was hidden. It's waiting for the moment you were ready to reclaim your fire. The second is this deep stirring you feel in your chest right now, as if your soul just remembered something it forgot a long time ago. That's no accident. This two-word mantra isn't just a chant. It's a spiritual ignition code for confidence, for wealth, for rebirth. And for Leos, it works like lightning. Not by luck, not by chance. This is divine timing. So the truth is, there's a mantra, only 2 words. Hidden for centuries in ancient star texts, whispered through dreams, carried by fire and sun. And it was meant for you. But if you feel the call, if your body vibrates as you hear it, then your time is now. This is your portal. Your fire has been waiting, and these 2 words, they are the key. Most people will never hear it, they'll scroll past. Because Leo isn't just a sign, it's a spiritual archetype. You're not watching this by mistake. You are part of the rare few who will remember who they are. This is about more than astrology. It's about soul lineage. It's about ancient echoes awakening in modern bodies. And if your birthday falls under Leo, or your moon rising, or even Venus carries Leo's imprint, the universe is speaking directly to you now. Just a moment, I'll reveal the 2-word mantra. But first, I need you to understand. Saying it without belief will do nothing. Every year, the universe gives us a moment, a window, where energy doesn't just shift, it ignites. And for Leos, that moment begins now. July marks the return of the sun to its royal chamber. The sun, your ruler, comes home. And when that happens, everything changes. You may have already felt it, an invisible current moving beneath the surface of your life. And the mistake so many make is ignoring the signals right before the breakthrough. When the sun returns to Leo, it brings clarity, courage, and command. The gate is open. All that's left is for you to walk through. Add to that the spiritual voltage of the Lion's Gate, where Sirius Orion's belt, and Earth align in divine geometry. And you're standing at a cosmic crossroad. One path loops you back to old fears, the other launches you into the life you were born to lead. Feeling the heaviness, the exhaustion, the setbacks, and assuming they're signs to give up. But the truth is, that resistance, that stuckness you've been feeling, it's the tension before release. The universe has been stretching you, preparing you, charging your field. And now the portal opens, as if something powerful is about to break free. That's not your imagination. It's the fiery portal of Leo season opening. This is not ordinary astrology. This is sacred timing. In the weeks leading to the Lion's Gate portal on August 8th, solar codes rain down from the cosmos, and Leos are the primary receivers. The Schumann resonance, Earth's energy frequency, is spiking. And the sacred geometry forming in the sky, it mimics the lion's roar, sharp, symmetrical, commanding. What does this mean for you? The channel for abundance is not just opening, it's widening. Wealth, opportunity, confidence, visibility, they're all waiting behind the gate. But only those in resonance will walk through. Think of the sun as a spiritual transmitter. During this portal, its rays don't just warm your skin, they awaken your blueprint. They whisper to the sleeping parts of you that once knew how to lead, how to attract, how to manifest with magnetism instead of struggle. And this year, the alignment is unlike anything we've seen in decades. Solar flares have intensified. Most people stay stuck. They live in cycles, they tell themselves. Maybe next year. But Leo energy doesn't wait. Leo energy claims, this is your season to break patterns, to stop asking for permission, to remember who you are. And if you've been waiting for a sign to act, to speak, to create, to receive, this is it. The fire is rising. Let's be honest. Most people, even the brightest souls, are caught in a loop of fear, a loop of not enough. Bills come, opportunities disappear. The mind spirals. What if I can't pay rent? What if I never get ahead? It does not dim itself to comfort others. It does not ask for permission to rise. It simply is. Bold, radiant, unapologetic, and so are you. If you carry Leo in your soul, as your sun, moon rising, or anywhere in your sacred chart, you were never meant to live small. You were never meant to beg the universe for breadcrumbs. This season, this portal, is your cosmic invitation to rewrite the script, to replace "I don't have enough" with "I was born to overflow." The universe doesn't respond to begging, it responds to embodiment. And when a Leo remembers who they are, the gates of abundance don't just open, they bow. You are not here to repeat history. You are here to remake it. You were born to command energy, not chase it. Why do I work so hard and still feel behind? This is the scarcity loop. And it's not just yours, it's ancestral, generational, collective. For decades, you may have watched your parents struggle, your family make sacrifices, your community hustle just to survive. You didn't come here to just get by, came to light a new way. For your family, for your lineage, for those watching you in silence, waiting for permission to rise. And yes, you felt the struggle. But that was never a punishment, it was training. Fire refines gold, pressure creates the diamond. And you, Leo, are both. And even though your soul came here for more, the weight of that struggle sticks. It weaves itself into your beliefs, your choices, your nervous system. And worst of all, it convinces you that shrinking is safe. But here's what most people forget. Leo is ruled by the sun, and the sun does not shrink. The sun does not apologize for shining. Scarcity loop is an illusion that Leo energy was designed to destroy, because Leo energy is royal energy. It carries the memory of divine provision. The king or queen does not ask, "Can I afford this?" They ask, "Is this aligned with my vision?" That's not arrogance, that's cosmic alignment. When you forget your royalty, you forget your magnetism. And suddenly, you're chasing jobs that drain you, relationships that don't see you, habits that keep you hidden. That's not your fault, that's conditioning. But it's also your call to break free. Leo souls are spiritual breakers of chains. There is no shame in your past, there is no failure in your fear. But the time for shrinking has ended. Long before modern banks, before paper money, before even the idea of wealth as we know it, ancient initiates understood something deeper. They knew that sound was the first currency, that vibration was the language of the cosmos, that certain words, when spoken with intention, didn't just communicate, they created. And the two-word mantra you're about to receive. It is not modern, it is not trendy, it is ancient, older than any empire, carried through mystery schools, hidden in sacred texts, encoded in the stars. If you're still watching, your soul recognizes this code. You may not remember the rituals, you may not have walked those temple floors in this life, but something in you knows. These words are more than sound, they are keys, they are light. And when spoken with trust, they unlock the golden vaults within and around you. In Egypt, the sun was not just a celestial body, it was a god. Ra, the giver of life, the divine source of power, vision, and abundance. And Leo, the sign ruled by the sun, was seen as the human embodiment of that solar force. In their temples, high priests whispered invocations to summon solar energy, not just to light the world, but to magnetize prosperity. Those invocations were never shouted. They were breathed, chant-like. Two words, repeated softly but intentionally. To awaken the solar chakra, the energetic center of worth, confidence, and divine command. But it wasn't just Egypt. Across ancient India, Sanskrit mystics spoke of Bija's seed sounds that carry the vibration of universal laws. When said in harmony with breath and belief, these syllables didn't just heal, they attracted, they shifted timelines, they altered fate. And in esoteric numerology, every word, every vowel, every consonant carries a frequency. The two words you're about to learn? Together, they add up to an 8. The number of infinity, of karmic return, of sovereign abundance. Coincidence? No, this is divine design. The reason this mantra is especially potent for Leos is because of its resonance with solar frequency. Leo energy rules the solar plexus, the energetic throne of power, purpose, and visibility. But when that chakra is blocked, you second-guess yourself. You doubt your worth. You play small. It's when abundance hides. But when it's activated, you radiate, you lead, you attract. It's not through effort, but through embodiment. These two words were never meant for the masses, were kept sacred, reserved for those ready to remember their divine lineage, especially those born under Leo's fire. Now that you understand the ancient power behind the two-word mantra, it's time to bring that energy into your life, not just as a concept, but as a lived vibration. This is where the ritual begins. For 12 days, you will speak the words, not casually, not as a wish, but as a declaration, a ceremony, a sacred entrainment with the very rhythm of the sun. You're syncing your energetic field to the cosmic clock. You're telling the universe, I am in rhythm with the source. I am ready to receive. This is not superstition. This is vibrational entrainment. Your cells are made of light, your breath carries frequency, and the words you speak become instructions to your reality. Live your day as if the mantra is already working, because it is. Your energy will begin to shift. People will notice. Synchronicities will increase. And yes, resistance may rise. Old doubts, buried fears. That's normal. That's the old energy leaving your system. Stay with the practice. Don't break the rhythm. The sun doesn't skip a day, and for these 12 days, neither should you. Why 12 days? Because the number 12 is not random. It is a divine signature, woven into every layer of creation. If your field is filled with old shame, silent fears, inherited beliefs like money is hard, or people like me never get ahead, that's static. That's why the blessings feel delayed. Not because they're not coming, but because they can't find you. The signal is scrambled. You become the frequency that draws it in. The actions alone are not enough. You must feel the wealth before it arrives. Sound creates feeling. Feeling creates alignment. Alignment creates manifestation. But when you speak this mantra, you clear the noise. You raise the gate. Why chants were whispered before receiving blessings? Because words unlock energy. And this mantra? It's the exact vibration that your wealth gate recognizes. Speak it, feel it, and rise to meet the frequency that's been calling your name, your return. You're moving from a blocked signal to a broadcast, from resistance to radiance, from effort to magnetism. Don't turn back. The poverty programs are surfacing because they're being burned away. The fear isn't new, it's just finally visible. And visibility is the first step to liberation. This is not the universe punishing you. This is the universe preparing you, clearing the static, making space for what's coming. This isn't failure. The resistance is your signal that something is shifting, something deep, something real. Stay the course. Speak the mantra anyway, especially when you don't feel like it, especially when things feel wobbly. That's when it matters most. That's when the chains are loosening. The mantra is not just echoing in your throat. It's echoing in your cells, in your aura, in your karma. The one who finishes the ritual, not because it's easy, but because it's destiny, and the ego can't hold on much longer. This is the resistance test. The mantra T, attracting wealth to you. It's revealing the wealth that's already circling your field, waiting for you to become match enough to receive it, not to someone new, but to someone ancient. True wealth, the kind that flows, sustains, and multiplies, is vibration. It's a frequency. And like any frequency, you have to tune into it to receive its signal. It's a tuning fork, a golden sound key. Each word carries a vibration that was designed to raise the wealth frequency in your body. You speak the mantra with heart. You feel a flicker of hope. And then, suddenly, doubt creeps in. Old fears wake up. You misplace your wallet. An unexpected bill lands. Someone questions your path. Everything that felt golden starts to feel. It's unstable. When you speak it with breath and belief, you're sending a signal to the universe. I am on the channel of receiving. You're not begging. You're not hoping. You're vibrating. You're not just changing your thoughts, you're rewriting your field. And your ego, trained for years, maybe lifetimes, to survive inside scarcity, doesn't know what to do with that. So it clings. It kicks up shadows. It says, this won't work. Who do you think you are? You've tried before. If you've ever wondered why money seems to flow easily to some people while you feel stuck no matter how hard you try, it's not because you're cursed. It's because you're not yet on the right channel. Someone whole, someone abundant by divine right. The two-word mantra is your key. But the ritual? Yeah, that's the lock turning, the door opening, and beyond it. The life you've always sensed was waiting. There are 12 zodiac signs, 12 houses in astrology, 12 disciples in sacred scripture. The moon dances through 12 phases in her full cycle. That is the time when the solar chakra is most open. Create a space. It doesn't need to be elaborate. Just intentional. A corner of peace, a candle, a crystal, your body, your thoughts, your voice. They're the receivers. When you're tuned to lack, you can only pick up static, missed opportunities, closed doors, exhaustion. But when you tune to wealth, everything changes. You begin to align with clarity, with right timing, with resources that seem to appear just when you need them most. This is not magic, it's resonance. A mirror, if you dare to look yourself in the eyes and remember who you are. Time itself is divided into 12 hours of light and 12 of shadow. Numerology 1 represents initiation and 2 represents alignment. Together, 12 is the number of spiritual authority, of leading not from ego, but from energetic truth. So when you repeat this mantra for 12 days straight, you're doing more than forming a habit. Here's how to begin. Each day rise with the sun, or, if that's not possible, speak the mantra during golden hour, when sunlight paints everything in amber and gold. Stand or sit with a straight spine. Breathe deep, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel your feet on the earth. Feel your belly rise. Then speak the words. Slowly, with reverence, not like a chant you've memorized, but a truth you're summoning. Say the mantra 3 times. Pause between each. Let the vibration linger in your chest. Imagine it spiraling outward, creating a field around you. One of gold, of magnetism, of quiet power. And then, this is your ritual. Wealth is not luck. It's not about being born into the right family or hustling harder than everyone else. Think of the universe like a giant radio tower, constantly broadcasting different frequencies. Fear, love, scarcity, abundance. That's where the 2-word mantra comes in. It's not just a phrase. You see, money is energy. And like all energy, it responds to clarity. Picture it. Every time you repeat the words, you're lifting your internal frequency 1 note higher. You don't chase the money. And if you've ever felt like you were doing all the right things but still not seeing the flow, this is why. This is why sound was considered sacred in ancient temples. It's just before the flow arrives, so friction begins. This is one of the universe's most sacred paradoxes, and one that catches so many off guard. You begin your ritual. Don't panic. It's spiritual law. The moment you shift your frequency, the old energy fights to stay. This is not a sign to stop. It's a sign to continue. When discomfort rises during the 12-day ritual, know this. The codes are activating. Think of it like a detox. When the body starts releasing toxins, you might feel worse before you feel better. Energy works the same way, so breathe through it. Remember, you are not the fear. You are not the doubt. You are the lion. It's the one who dares to rise while others retreat. This is your test. Pass it, and the flow will meet you. I'm just on the other side. Leo is not just a zodiac sign. It's an archetype, a divine blueprint. And if you carry Leo in your soul, you didn't come here to hide in the shadows. Not in ego, but in frequency. In truth, Leo is the archetype of the king and the queen, not because they dominate, but because they embody. They know who they are. They walk into a room and shift the atmosphere without saying a word. That is the power you hold. And for too long, life may have made you forget it. I attract with ease. I was born to overflow. My wealth blesses the world. You came to stand in the light, to lead, to inspire, to create abundance, not only for yourself, but for everyone who feels your fire. Leo energy is solar. It doesn't ask, it radiates. Take your seat. The world has been waiting for you to remember. The more real you are, the more magnetic you become. When you light up from the inside, people are drawn to you. Opportunities open, ideas spark, support appears. That's not luck, that's alignment. That's the Leo way. It doesn't chase, it draws in. It doesn't shrink, it expands. You are not meant to fit in, you are meant to shine. In every era, there are those born to hold the energy of royalty. But your crown was never lost, it was only buried. Under fear, under doubt, under years of shrinking to make others comfortable. The time for that is over. This ritual, this mantra, this moment in the solar cycle, it's all conspiring to help you remember. You are the manifester, the performer, the divine provider. Your energy feeds others, your joy uplifts, your creativity inspires, your courage liberates. And here's the secret. True abundance doesn't come from grinding harder. It flows from alignment, from embodiment, from knowing who you are. You don't need to earn wealth, you need to receive it. Repeat this in your spirit. Your presence is wealth, your voice is power, your vision is sacred. And the more you trust that, the more the universe responds. Because royalty doesn't beg, royalty receives. I am solar by design. Feel those words land, not as fantasy, but as fact. Leo is ruled by the heart. It means your abundance is tied to your authenticity. So see yourself clearly now, not as the struggler, not as the outsider, but as the one who came to lead the shift.
This is your throne.
Close your eyes just for a moment. Place one hand gently over your heart and the other over your belly. Breathe in slowly, deeply through your nose. Hold. And now exhale through your mouth like a soft sigh. Again, in hold. Out. You've seen the truth, that wealth is not outside you, it has always been within you, waiting to be summoned. And now, with full alignment, we speak the two words. Let the breath move through you like light. One more time, feel the stillness. The space you've just created is sacred. This is your receiving portal. This is where the activation begins. You've come far. You've remembered who you are. Golden open. Speaks to your inner radiance, your royalty, your untouchable light. Open is the invitation, the command, the permission to receive. It tells the universe, my gates are unlocked, my arms are ready, my field is prepared. Again, golden open. See rivers of coins streaming toward you. Not crashing or overwhelming, but flowing in perfect harmony. See opportunities blooming. Hear a soft voice in the distance say, it is done. You are ready. Welcome back one more time, golden open. You will speak it not to attract wealth, but to remember that you already are the source of it. You didn't just hear the mantra, you embodied it. These words are not just sound, they're code. Golden is the solar key, the color and frequency of Leo, of wealth, of divine inheritance. As you speak these words, feel golden light begin to pour into the top of your head, like warm honey or molten sunlight. Let it move down your face, your throat, your heart. Let it fill your stomach, your hips, your legs. Let it swirl in your hands and fingertips. You are glowing. You're shimmering with magnetic frequency. You're becoming the vibration of abundance. Now, imagine this golden light flowing outward, opening doors that were once locked. See vaults unlocking. This is not imagination. This is activation. Repeat the words silently to yourself now as the breath continues. Golden, open again. Golden, open. Let it echo in your being. Let it replace the old scripts. Let it root itself deep. For the next 12 days, you will return to this mantra. You will speak it in devotion, not desperation. And now, as you slowly open your eyes, feel the shift. Subtle, yes, but undeniable. Something ancient has awakened. A door has opened, and the flow has already begun. You've just taken the first step, and now the real magic begins. You've activated the mantra, aligned your field, and opened a portal that very few ever find. But what happens next is entirely in your hands. Because while Leo's season offers the energy, the fire, the radiance, the abundance, it is not a promise. It's a portal. And only those who walk through it will receive what waits on the other side. This moment is sacred, so don't break the chain. This isn't just about words, it's about rhythm, devotion, frequency. The mantra is simple, but your consistency is what makes it powerful. No. Type day 1 in the comments right now. Make it real. Let the universe witness your intention. Each day for the next 12, come back. Speak the mantra aloud. Sit in your ritual space. Breathe, feel, receive, watch. Keep a journal nearby. These are confirmations. The codes are working. You are syncing with solar wealth. You're becoming the frequency that abundance responds to. Track the signs. The energy shifts, the ideas, the sudden opportunities. The moments that feel too perfect to be coincidence. They won't be coincidence. That's when the ritual matters most. Those are the days that decide everything. It will be clearer, brighter, more magnetic. The gates will not just be open, they will be flowing. But only if you meet the moment. Only if you keep your crown on and your heart tuned in. Because wealth doesn't just belong to those who start, it flows to those who stay. You'll begin to notice subtle things, a heaviness lifting, a random compliment, an unexpected refund, a dream that feels like a message. And yes, there may be days when it's hard, when you forget, when doubt creeps in. So stay, show up, speak your power into existence. 12 days from now, you will not be the same person who started this journey. Leo, this is your time. Comment day 1. Return tomorrow. And remember, your voice, your energy, your devotion. That's the miracle.